Every time they venture out, these women are forced to wear anti-wolf traps, a contraption specially devised by their husbands to ensure the purity of their bloodline. These husbands are the most brutal warlords in the wasteland. Though nuclear radiation has long corroded their bodies, only lime powder could ease his agony. Yet to mask his frailty, Undying Joe donned muscle armor adorned with medals daily, presenting himself to the masses as a legendary figure of unyielding power. People willingly submitted to his exploitation because after the nuclear war, global soil acidification had depleted natural resources. Whoever controlled freshwater held absolute authority in the wasteland. Yet after seizing the fortress, Undying Joe did not share the inexhaustible underground water with the lower classes. Instead, he stingily rationed supplies, keeping them perpetually thirsty yet barely alive, a strategy to wear down their will and strengthen his rule.
Do not, my friends, become addicted to water. It will take hold of you, and you will resent its absence.
To prevent external invasion, Undying Joe ordered his lieutenant to establish a bullet farm on a nearby lead mine for weapon production. He later subdued the mayor of Oiltown to secure energy resources. The Triangular Alliance became tightly interlinked, mutually reinforcing, and propelled Undying Joe's monstrous kingdom to unprecedented strength. Thus, he began to cloak himself in mythical aura, exerting mental control over children selected from childhood to become war boys. He convinced them that fighting for Undying Joe was the most glorious mission imaginable, that only by sacrificing themselves in the charge could they ascend to Valhalla to drink with the heroes of old and achieve greatness. Thus, whenever an expedition was launched, the war boys would rush headlong into battle. By inhaling a lead compound spray produced at the bullet farm, they achieved a state of extreme exhilaration, rendering them fearless of death. However, prolonged use of this substance inflicted irreversible damage upon the human body. Thus, the war boys frequently required infusions of healthy blood to maintain bodily equilibrium. Max, who had accidentally trespassed onto Undying Joe's territory, naturally became their prey. Realizing this was no place to linger, he frantically fled in a second-hand car purchased from the wasteland. Yet against the war boys' superior equipment, Max's vehicle proved woefully underpowered. Max struggled out the window, captured before he could react, and was forced to trudge toward Undead Joe's fortress. The war boys shaved his head and tattooed a universal O-type blood manual onto his back, branding him as a universal blood donor. As they raised a red-hot branding iron to stamp Undead Joe's exclusive logo onto him, Max violently tore free from his restraints and fled desperately. But in this unfamiliar environment, Max was utterly lost. Soon the war boys closed in from both sides, trapping him in a desperate predicament. Just then, memories of past grudges began flashing relentlessly through his mind, haunting him like vengeful spirits. After finally breaking free, he realized he was standing on the edge of a sheer cliff. One wrong step and he'd be crushed to pieces.